Hello everybody, welcome back to part 3 of our playthrough of Clair Obscur Expedition 33. I swear I'm going to get better at saying that here pretty soon. Last time we got Lune and we got some new cosmetics for our boy here. So we already explored that side path there, so we're going to go ahead and progress. So we're going to fight this guy again. Yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this playthrough as much as I am. This is really... Every time I get to play this, I really just have chills in just the... everything. The score, the combat system, the visuals. This is really... I really enjoy this game. And I'll shut up about it. I won't say anything more about it this video, probably. But we're just going to go ahead and just do some standard combat stuff. Gonna do the ice because he's weak to that. Cool. Got our bonus XP for taking no damage. Alright, so we got a special pickup over here. Color of Lumina. We'll be able to spend those eventually, but we don't have the ability to do so right now. So you can see that arm there looks pretty similar to Gustav's here, so maybe we're going to learn some more about that as we go on. Just going to make our way up this hill here and find a new type of enemy. To get the counter off that one, so that's one dead. Alright, so these are flying enemies which are going to dodge your physical skills, so we're just going to shoot them. And just use our remaining AP, so we see if we try to attack him, he's just going to dodge. But luckily both of our characters can use their gun equivalent. We missed that on the XP because Lune did take a little bit of damage, but that's okay. Alright. So right there we see the way to progress, but we do have an optional enemy over here. Now, first time I tried to beat this guy, I think it took me like 6 or 7 attempts, so let's see if I can manage to do this a little bit quicker this time, but this guy is definitely a bit of a difficult fight here. Got our little boss battle here. So we're going to start off, do a good bit of damage there, and mark him for Lune. And I believe he is also weak to ice, but we're going to want to slow him anyway. Yes, he is weak to ice. We did. Ooh. Alright, well, we dodged one, but he does a lot of damage. This is an enemy that you may want to consider coming back to, just because he is very rough to try to fight this early on. But just gonna attack. Alright, so that is a death right there, so I'll go ahead and throw a fun little counter up on the screen to show how many attempts this takes me, and we will see. I'll show you the winning attempt. So hopefully that's this one right here, but we're gonna see.
Brace yourselves. Lune, watch out!
Feel the burn.
For those who come after.
Alright. Not too bad. So we did get both of our characters to level 4. We did get a level up on our weapon. We got a pick though for augmented attack. Some weapon upgrade materials and some more colors of Lumina. Fortunately, Lune did die, but honestly, I think that was attempt number 3, so not too bad. Definitely a bit rough to do this early on, and I do not blame you one bit if you want to either grind up a bit or come back here when you feel a little bit more confident in your skills, but helpful if you can do it at the start.
Blue trees.
But let's go ahead and heal our boy and girl up here and check around for some items like this chrome over here.
Nice.
And I think that's it. Okay. So we can go ahead and make some forward progression. Got an enemy up there, so we're going to want to go and fight them as well. XP is good. Alright, so we got 3 enemies this time. We got standard guy here. Got one of the bigger gentlemen right there. And we do have a flyer. Okay, so we are going to attack this one. We're going to kill him. And then we're going to do some fire.
Feel the burn.
Ooh, little rough on the timing there, but we should be able to just take him out now. Lune's taking a little bit of a beating. I prefer the spread the love over to Gustav, but it's fine. It's not like I've spec'd into Vitality for either one of them, so they are roughly as tanky as one another. That is all for this path, so we are going to continue to progress. And climb up this wall here.
Someone came here before and set up these handholds.
Probably Expedition 69. The Climbers Expedition.
Let us thank them for that. Something's wrong with it. Why isn't it attacking us?
Well, it certainly attacked them. An expedition journal. 81. Learn from the ones who came before.
And lay the trail for the ones who come after.
Expedition 81, René. Huge discovery. This is the first Nevron with whom we've been able to communicate. It seems stuck in this cave. Gregoire is, as usual, deeply suspicious, but this could change our entire understanding of Nevrons and the Paintress.
And a little bit of a ominous change there, but I'll go ahead and continue watching this cutscene.
They communicated with a Nevron.
The dead here don't disappear like in Lumia. Their chroma stays inside their bodies.
On the beach, some did disappear.
He wasn't a Nevron.
Something about the way Nevrons kill seems to affect our chroma.
Perhaps your friend here can enlighten us. It really does speak.
What do you mean, light?
Did you kill these people?
Painted? By the Paintress? If we bring it light, perhaps we can learn more.
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Alright, so, yeah, let me know if you guys want to hear the expedition journals as we find them. There are quite a few in the game, but we're going to go ahead and talk to Jar here. Your light, O mistress, I sit in the darkness, awaiting your light. She marked a path that we must walk, but here I sit in darkness. Without light, I cannot follow her. Follow where? What kind of light? A pure light. I must bring forth a flame that lights the path forward. Something flammable, then? Shine. I need to shine. Alright, so we got a little side quest to bring him something that is going to light things up. We're going to rest and allocate our abilities. Same as before. Oh, I didn't know that you can just hit the back arrow in order to level all your points in an attribute. That's nice. Alright, so we're up to 282 speed on Gustav and 241 on Lune, and she's up to 18% crit. And then we're going for Wildfire on Lune, so we're going to hold off that point. And From Fire is occasionally useful. High lightning damage to all enemies, and it can break. It is very useful. I just don't know that I want powerful quite yet. Alright, we'll grab From Fire. We're definitely not going to save up 10 points for Strike Storm, so we'll probably start moving our way down this tree after this. We need one more level up for Lune to get her one that sets everybody burning.
Flares!
Survivors!
Hurry!
Alright, yeah, we'll get to that in a second. Lune. We got some collectibles to grab. We got a Pictos, burning shots. I'm going to put that on Gustav because he is going to be the one typically that is using the gunshots to break it because he's going first, and then augmented attack as well, just more attack damage when he runs out of action points because we've used his gun, and that'll be a good one. This is also one that costs a ton of Lumina points, so this is one you want to consider slotting as one of your Picto slots as opposed to having it on the Lumina. But we are going to not quite have enough to get critical burn. So the next level up, we're definitely going to put that on to Gustav. And once we master these Pictos, we'll consider putting them on Lune as well. Alright, so we'll again continue down here. We do have a new type of Nevron right here, so we will fight him. Same as before, shoot the core. Okay, these guys are resistant to burn, but let's do a little bit more damage and then we'll attack.
Chroma's flowing.
Quite a bit more damage there, and we'll do an immolation. Oh, okay. I accidentally hit that one. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna have to dodge here. We did not dodge. I was not expecting that animation there. Alright, we can just attack. That's fine. Lost on a big bit of XP there for not doing it. But we did get a new weapon for Lune. So this one is going to just be a tiny bit more damage, and it's got some upgrade skills that we might consider. But the one thing that is there to consider is that the Lunarum does scale with luck, which is what we're building with her, and this one doesn't scale at all. Let me see. Attack power. It is still higher with the base damage of Lighter Rim, so we'll go ahead and move forward with that. And she just has the base cosmetics right now. Alright. We still haven't mastered our Pictos, so
I can use
Color of Lumina. We'll make our way down here. Hopefully we will target the right people and not take damage going forward. Okay, we got 2 flyers. Okay, so we can't target either of those because they're gonna dodge, so we'll just target the main one. This is why having a skill that hits all targets is very useful. Oh, the flying enemies do still dodge, so able to get the counter on that. And the counter on that one. Perfect. Quite a bit more XP there. Anything around here? No, it doesn't look like it. Got another Color of Lumine. The range on the one to activate the enemies does seem quite a bit larger than you may think. So alright, that one should die to a burn. Well, let's hit him. And just to demonstrate, I believe these guys are also with the ice. Yes. That one died to a burn. Perfect. Alright, so Gustav did level up to level 5. So we can go ahead and slot critical burn. You do get 1 Lumine point per level that you do have. So we'll make our way over to here and activate critical burn. So Gustav has all of those. We still haven't mastered our other Pictos yet, so go ahead and go through this little gorge here. Checking to see if there's any enemies around. Don't want to get jumped.
Interesting.
Revive tint, so that is going to be over here in our consumables. I believe that these get refreshed whenever you rest because we didn't have that second one for the energy tint. So that is something to use in battle. We may have to consider doing that from time to time. I'll try to remember to use consumables. I'm really bad about that, but and I didn't grab this the first time, but we can go ahead and
We could light something with this.
grab the resin for our friend Jar. We'll run that back to him after we grab this flag up here. there's one more enemy. Go ahead and take them out. Unfortunately, we did not get the burn on him, so... I am gonna go ahead and use Lumine to back him down, and then use an immolation and kill him. Perfect. And we got enough to level Lune up. Excellent, excellent. And we did master burning shots at augmented attack.
Well, that will help.
So we are going to go ahead and equip those straight off. Go over to Lune here. Not that. We're gonna do her Lumina's. Might as well give her burning shot. We can't afford augmented attack yet, and ideally we're not going to be attacking very much with Lune. We're going to be using her skills mostly, but burning shots doesn't hurt to have, so might as well slot that. So I think... I don't know if I went that way yet. Just check. No, I don't believe that I went that way. So let's go over here.
We can use
Take those. We get AP on killing and energy. That should be good for Lune. She's going to be ideally a very heavy hitter for us. That should be fine. And as far as I've seen, there's not really fall damage in this game, so you can just jump off, just yeet yourself off of a cliff. We're going to tag this flag right here. Gonna rest up. Gonna do our points. So Gustav agility, Lune crit. We're gonna grab powerful for Gustav and grab wildfire for Lune. Very, very good to start off. It's 4 energy, so it's perfect. It'll give us a light stain so we can activate our other abilities as well as a fire one. And it applies burn on all enemies. Very, very good skill. I definitely recommend picking that up early. So we're going to go back to the Expanded Expeditioner camp so we can give our resin that we found over to Jar. Okay. We did indeed bring the light. So, give him the resin. Gone are the days when I wandered in darkness. Soon I shall shine. Alright, so we're just gonna go ahead and light it. Help me shine. Make me complete. A very precise shot, perhaps. So we're just gonna go ahead and shoot the light and talk with him. Ooh, this light. Long have I awaited this light. I must join the others. Lead me, mistress. For the future, shrouded in darkness. You have to tell us more. Will please, mistress. Capture light. My light, I caught only a glimpse. The resin must have burnt out. How unfortunate. Though I am sure now I can reach her. I felt my mistress guiding me. I could almost hear her. I must have more light to understand what she asks of me. Shine. I need to shine once more. So it gives us a healing tint shard.
Let's keep an eye out for other Nevrons like this one. We might learn something.
So going over here to our... not that one. So now we have an extra healing tint, an energy tint, and a revive tint. We have 2 of each. So that is very useful. We're going to go ahead and travel over to the Indigo Tree and fight our first real boss.
It's big. Fall back!
Putain de merde.
I'll do it.
I did manage to block that. So this boss does have shields, so it is going to block the first couple of hits that we deal out. So one thing is that shields will block the first hit and all of its damage. So if I were to hit its core right now, I would lose out on all that bonus damage. So we're actually going to shoot twice and then shoot the core to do a bunch of damage. And we'll save our last action point and just attack. Alright. And with Lune, there's only one enemy, so we don't need to wildfire. We can slow him down, which is a consideration. Yeah, might as well. Let's go ahead and give him an ice. And he is weak to that, so. So we did go ahead and summon some minions. So as you see up here in the top corner, we do have enough enough agility on Gustav now to go twice before the enemy gets to go again, which is very, very nice. We're gonna go ahead and deal some damage. We're gonna go ahead and get out if I can. Alright, and we'll just attack, so there's one less of them to deal with. Now, ideally, I would have had enough action points to use wildfire here, but that's fine. I can go ahead and kill him, save the last one, and actually, because of the Pictos that we have, we got enough from killing him to be able to hit the wildfire, so that's what we're gonna go ahead and do. Alright. And we're gonna go ahead and marking shot him. A little early on that one.
Let the ink flow.
So we do have a fire and a light stain, so we can go ahead and to do that with any of them. So we're gonna use our ice lance again to slow him down. Our light stain will act as the earth and do more damage. We're just gonna attack.
Careful. He's building up chroma.
Now he's got quite a few shields. Ideally, we're gonna parry this. There we go. Gets one of his shields down. So Lune only has one action point, so we'll just take out a shield, attack him. And we did save enough AP that we're able to use Lumiere Assault, so that should actually break through all the rest of the shields. Counter, and with the burn, that should be enough to kill him.
Dangerous. Must.
Very nice cinematic shot there. We did get a new Pictos, Cleansing Light, so Healing Tints also remove status effects, which incentivizes me more to use consumables than I'll try to, but that was a pretty decent fight. I think we got through that pretty well.
Celebrate later. There'll be others. We should be safe up in the tree.
Yeah. activity.
Wait, there's a message on the wall. Took mile to the weird corals. Head north, look for a door inside a hut.
Oh, yeah.
This doesn't make sense. Who would have written this? It sounds like an expeditioner, but everyone knows to sign their messages.
Yeah, but they might have been in a hurry.
I don't know. Doesn't sound like anyone on the team. What if it's a trap? The man on the beach?
It's a lead. Our only lead. Whoever this is knows Mael. We have to go.
No. Not yet. Protocol is to regroup at the rally point and wait 3 days. This message feels off. If it was an expeditioner, they would have stayed here. Everyone knows the protocol.
Right, but they may have been in danger. Maybe this location has been compromised. Things change in the field.
There's a reason.
Protocol doesn't cover every contingency. You know that.
There's a reason it's protocol. We designed it to yield the optimal result in the vast majority of situations.
Was our entire team dying part of that optimal result? Look, I'm going after Maya. Protocol also states, never move solo. I'll let you choose which protocol to break.
So there we see our new Pictos just from the last battle. But I definitely sympathize with Lune wanting to have, you know, a set upon, agreed upon set of standards. Gustav's pushing her a little bit, and I don't know. I feel he's a bit wrapped up in his emotions right now, which is fine. It's understandable, but that's not what really gets you through moments like this. Right. Go ahead and continue. So here we are in sort of like the hub portion of the map. You do see some enemies over there, which we'll go ahead and attack. But if we open our map, we'll see that Flying Waters is where we want to go next. So we have to make our way across this little plateau over to there. It doesn't super explain it very well, in my opinion, but you just have to move there on this little hub map to get there. So we'll go ahead and walk over that way.
The message said head north to the weird corals.
And a door in a hut.
So we'll take these guys on. Good amount of damage on that shot there. And we will... And now with our new wildfire ability, counter on. Okay. That counter on. And he'll die to the next burn, but we can just attack. Alright. Getting back into the swing of things. We did level up Lune's lighter rim, so that's pretty cool. Good amount of XP for that, 808 as well. Okay, we'll go ahead and
Well, that will help.
grab this Chroma Catalyst, and I don't know if there's anything around this portion. I don't see anything over there. So we're just going to make our way towards the objective. So we can't get across that. We do have another enemy over here, which we might as well fight, because I see an item in the distance. Main guy here. We'll use our wildfire. Alright, another perfect fight. A little less XP for that, but enough to get us to level 6, so that is just fine. I don't know if there's nothing over here, so we'll just go and grab this item.
Nice.
And nothing over here either. So, oh, got a little stuck there. Alright. So that is another world. I don't know if we go there later, but it does seem to indicate that that is a very dangerous zone for us right now, so we'll just avoid that.
It's been a long day. We should make camp.
We will make camp in just a second.
We won't find Mael if we're dead.
We can extend this bridge just so that we can move across it at a later time for easier access, I guess. And nothing over here. I just want to make sure that that's the area that we're going to be going here in just a second. I just want to make sure there's nothing else easy access over here that we could miss. Get a bit more
an advantage.
Another color of Lumina, very nice. That seems to be blocked out for the time being. Okay, so we'll go ahead and head over this way, and then we will make camp.
I'm sorry about earlier. The beach was not your fault.
No, it was. I convinced Alan to land there.
So, we can rest a bit? But, the moon is bright. I want to keep moving.
Have you learned nothing from the beach?
No, I am not leaving Mael alone a minute longer than I have to.
But right now, it's just the two of us, and I don't want to bring Mael your corpse. We have to think every step through. The man on the beach, you saw what he did. But more than that, you saw his face. He must be, what, 50? 60? Yet he survived the Gamage. We don't know who we're dealing with. We lost everyone in an instant.
Exactly! He killed us all so easily. He doesn't need to fake a message. Lucien. Lucien died to save me. And Tristan. Margot, they all... I am not letting Mael die out here. I'm taking her home.
What? No, no, no! We have a mission!
Oh, fuck the mission! Fuck the mission, Lune! What are we gonna do, huh? Tell me. What are we gonna do? We're gonna take down the Paintress, just the three of us? My gun and your sparks?
I didn't take you for a coward.
I'm not a coward.
You swore the oath. When one falls, we continue.
Yes, I know.
When one falls. When one falls. Not if. When. We knew not all of us would make it. But we continue. As long as even one of us stands, our fight is not over.
But I'm not afraid to fight, it's just Mael. She's...
Mael swore the same oath.
I know that!
She chose her life. You and I... Come on, we always said the future of Lumiere is more important than
Any individual life, yes.
Do you still believe that? Do you still believe that? Do you?
I hope I do.
Fuck the mission. Really?
Sorry.
It's a rough situation, really. Having sisters of my own, I definitely can understand why Gustav feels the need to get Mael out of here, especially being so young, comparatively speaking. I mean, they're all young, but she's younger than usual. But Luna's right; they did swear an oath, so it's a rough situation for sure. But yeah, here in camp we can do a couple of things. I don't know if there is anything to grab. We will just briefly take a look. Nothing. I think this might be areas where if we get other party members that they would come and chill out. And I don't know, can we go over here? Nice little cinematic scene. Maybe we'll get some scenes there later. Some roots from the indigo tree. Okay, well we can play this music track that we got in part 1. Give us a little bit of ambiance. Head up the flag. Upgrade our guys. Standard agility for Gustav, and luck for Lune. She's already up to 30% crit. It's very, very good. With the burning, that means that if she hits a burning target, then she would have over a 50% crit chance, which is very good. Okay, and we'll see if we got any points for skills. Nothing there. I do like Electrify, especially for this next area that we're going into, so we'll go ahead and grab that. And we'll consider from there. I do like going Lightning for her, especially as we are building for luck. Because as you can see there, critical hits trigger an additional hit for all of the Lightning skills, except for the Storm Color one. But, and then, which one is this? Thermal Transfer is also very good because we're going to be setting Burning a lot, so we can get additional action points from that above and beyond its cost. So that's part of how we can get it to where she's never going to be running out of action points, which is very, very good for a mage. But that is good. We will rest. I don't know if I have to, being in camp, but just do that just in case. And see if we can talk with Lune anymore.
The main continent. Hard to believe we're finally here.
Yeah.
good night, is there?
A brief conversation, but I guess they said a lot. Okay, so we will go ahead and write in the journal for our apprentices back home. Gustav finds a spot where he can be alone. He spends some time writing in his journal. He writes about how dangerous the Nevrons are, but how beautiful the continent is. He hopes that one day his apprentices will read everything he wrote.
For those who come after.
Gustav heads back. Right, so we'll go ahead and go to sleep. So we're back in the main world here, and here is going to be our next area that we're going to go through, but I think it would be better if we went ahead and ended the video there and start off fresh in the new zone at the start of the next video. So once again, I want to thank you guys all for watching. I hope you're enjoying it. If you want to see anything in particular, just go ahead and leave it in the comments, and so glad to have you along for this journey. Really, it means a lot to me, and I am glad to be sharing this experience with you all. Alright, take care.